side, there's the stem and the bow, and I was wondering where I was. So now I need to go southeast to go to the bow. Yeah, I get it. You're probably attacking me. It's okay. Fuck. So I need. It's probably gonna be on. I imagine it's gonna be on one of those wall things again to have the thingamabobber that I forget the name. You. What are you?
Red feather fish. That looks like it should not be alive.
Yeah. Okay. I need air. Oh god, I'm lost. Okay.
Oxygen.
Woohoo!
Like it looks like it has the same color scheme of what I imagine the next Xbox will be. Like I don't know if like the fake modern look.
No. Fuck.
Spam that shit. Spam that shit. Aw.
Oh, I'm back in the sea truck. Oh, that's amazing. I don't know what I lost. I lost a fish. Doesn't matter.
So you died trying to get the fish, and the only thing you lost was the fish. Yeah, so Mercury, like based just on the look of this wreckage, like Mercury was way ahead of Altera for a while.
In what sense?
They've been there, well, because that wreckage looks old as fuck.
I see what you mean.
Like I know it corrodes like fast, but like dude, like those big roots, like that didn't grow overnight. At least like not even based on like the fauna of this fucking planet.
Yeah, that's actually fair, and I think it may have mentioned somewhere in the somewhere in those PDA things that we saw before, like what the time between the first game and this game was, because like we crash in the first game and the ship that we crash in, it looks very much like this ship. Like it's not this ship, but it looks like it. Like the technology seems the same, but you're right that these things like wouldn't have grown after a week. But I'd be curious to see what the timeline is. Because
and in the first game you work for Altera, you don't work for Mercury, right?
Yeah, you work for Altera, but you do see Mercury ships.
Okay.
Like, Mercury ships have crashed on 4546B even before the first game.
You can't ever build like an oxygen tank, right?
A bigger oxygen tank? Yes. That could very much be one of our next objectives. Because we just got the blueprint for it.
Because again, like I get the
this.
gameplay reason, but like the practicality of a like oxygen tank that needs to be refilled every 30 seconds is not optimal.
No,
for,
definitely.
Deep sea exploration.
Actually, I think we may have. Yeah, I think we already have this one, don't we? Which one do we have? Oh no, we have the standard. Oh shit! I should definitely build this. I have everything I need. Okay, next time we're at the. Next time we're at home, I'll build one.
And you can even build oh yeah, because you don't have all the materials here, but eventually you're gonna have the fabricator inside your sea truck.
Yes, and I think I might have almost everything I need to build that as well.
So you just need that and storage for the most common materials you need for certain items, I guess.
Yeah.
I just mean you need like storage for the materials you need to build shit.
This is horrible.
Yeah, no, that part is not good.
I'm so dead. I am so dead.
Well, yeah, at this point, the only way to survive is to actually find one, like those. Oh, there you go.
I'm so happy. Fuck. I'm lost.
Okay, go up.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, there you go.
Oxygen.
That's just what it says.
Phew.
Bitch, oxygen.
Oxygen.
I'm still gonna die. I have no fucking clue.
You found a journal of some chick that really crushed on her boss.
I found a door. Well, this is the end.
And you lost your laser cutter, your oxygen tank.
Oh jeez, I hope not. Especially the
your
laser
sea
cutter.
Truck.
That's where I'm trying to go.
Oh, there's the Yeah, there's a big rolling thing. Yeah. You did it. Good job.
I did not do it. I did not do a good job. It's more potatoes. I don't want the potatoes because they take way too much room in my inventory. Ugh, I have to go through
Warning
there.
though?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I miss my plant.
One eternity later.
Okay, okay. Don't care about that. Oh, I'm there. I'm at the place that I wanted to be.
It's depleted.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Fuck reactor.
I might die.
Oh boy. Yep, that's
I wasn't aiming at the right thing. God damn it!
Oxygen remaining.
my wife and child were dead.
I'm hoping the plant is there. I didn't go the right way. Where's the plant? It's over there. Plant! Save me! Save me! Okay, but that's not enough to go back because I wasn't fast enough. I'm just gonna take a full breath of air and then I'll be able to finish this damn reg.
The problem is when you listen to the whole album and you realize like it's just one big song because like all the songs sound exactly the same.
Yeah, they are very similar. That's true. Okay. Should we do the last rec, or did you want to stop it here and try our other game? All right. So last time we did all of the searching of the things for the Margaret quest. We rammed into a lot of fish like we just did now, and now we're going to hopefully finish the Margaret Maida storyline. So the next thing we need to do is go and plug this thingy into the radio tower, and that will get Altera off our butts and off Margaret's butts and make her happy and like us.
We built that thing using the weird stuff we got from the ship, the shipwreck.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the stuff we found in the shipwreck, we built, like we found 3 things that we then had to morph together with some other materials to turn into this thingy. I think I just went in a circle. Okay, we're here. It's snowy, but we are here.
Like, you've done so many things in this game, and what's gonna stop you is like a waist high.
Okay.
That's like Diablo 2. I just killed like 2 lords of hell, but this waist high fence that's too much for me.
I don't know what these are. They look like a mix of bat, birds, and butterflies. It's really weird.
Knowing this planet, it's probably exactly what you just said.
No!
It's called a butter bat bird.
And all right, are you ready for this? I have no idea what's gonna happen.
As much as I can.
Bloop. Oh,
is that just a vacuum?
Great. Now back to the terminal.
Okay then. Thank you, because I would have waited there for a few minutes just to figure out what's going on. Enter test mode. Boop.
This should do it. Please work.
Do we know something about our main character other than she's Sam's sister?
We know
like,
that...
is she an actual scientist, or is she just like the dropout, like working at Walmart of the family?
Thank you, Alan. So there was one thing that Sam said in one of the PDA conversation things, where she called us the actual brain of the family, like the scientist. Okay, I'm just gonna answer this phone call and then we'll talk.
All right, Altera, you win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have
by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, because they were talking about like the alien containment and the Kara virus and all that, and Sam was like, "Oh, I'm happy taking care of my pingling robot thingy, but my sister would be all over that." So my understanding is that we're smart, and that we are, if not a professional scientist, and at least like a science enthusiast. But
Okay.
but yeah, but that's honestly all I know.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because like we get so much logs about like and the personality. We get a good bearing of Sam's personality. We know very little of Robin,
That's true.
and I guess
That's
a part
gonna
of that is immersion, right? You want to be it's the
That's a bad idea.
Master Chief syndrome that like people want to be the character, not play as a character.
Yeah, like you don't need to learn about yourself, you need to learn about others, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this looks like a lot of open ocean and a lot of
What's
open
with
sides.
the shimmering?
That's me when I move. Like if I stop, it stops.
Oh, I guess I never noticed it. Which is weird because I'm staring at it, and I've been staring at it for like what? We've been playing this game for more than 10 hours now.
Yeah, including the footage we lost. It's been about 9.5 hours. Yeah.
And I have literally nothing else to do but just stare at it. So it's weird that I just don't notice shit that takes like half the screen.
So that little announcement was the game's subtle way of saying that I'm exiting the game map.
Ah.
Like if you go through there, you go and die. Okay, so
Oh, so you're just gonna you end up taking damage eventually?
I'm not I'm not sure. I don't feel like testing it, but but maybe. And if so, that would be hilarious. Because usually there's like that invisible wall, right? But it'd be really funny if before you reach the invisible wall, which has to be there for the game program, then you just like all the biggest leviathans are actually there and waiting for you, and they just chomp at you as soon as you get too close to the edge.
You know what? That's something that I love. Like that's an actual approach that you don't see as often, right? Like usually you're either gonna have the laziest approach is just having the invisible wall with nothing else,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna have like that's, and I feel like that's completely like you understand. Everyone knows there's an invisible wall somewhere,
exactly.
but like
It's not as immersive,
Ye-
but you forgive it because it's like, yeah,
but
of
like
course it's there.
when you just hit it and there's no like, I guess like there's no warning or no like desensitive to go that way. Like hitting it is so like immersion breaking.
Yeah, exactly.
The other approach is, as you said, like just like getting tired, starting to get damage. Like in MMOs, you're gonna get that often.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when we were playing World of Warcraft and we accidentally walked into the burning steppes, but at like level 15 or something? That was short-lived.
A great time.
Miss Margaret. Because now she likes us because we killed communications for her. Ah! Sorry, I had to kill a bug.
Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Yes, it was. Hi.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions in Old Wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning,
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction.
Oh, so they are.
Fucking say it. What else do you have to do?
You need
Like you're just
anything else?
picking weird apples.
Don't bother me. But you can help yourself to the greenhouse. Least I can do do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back?
Okay, so you can pick those plants, but apparently I can. Oh, there you go. For a second. There you go. I'm just gonna steal all your food.
Cut the plant at the root and just stick the whole thing.
She said help yourself. What are those? Shrub nuts.
Shrub nuts?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't like this. Talk to your doctor if you have shrub nuts.
Just a couple of friends talking.
I've already synthesized an antidote and stashed it in a cave. I can go grab it and...
That's your plan?
You don't think it'll work?
You're thinking too small. Like maybe if you're polite enough about destroying the bacteria, Altera will come around and see it your way. But do you believe in yourself or not?
I think so.
You think so? Come on. Is a bacteria a threat, or isn't it?
It is.
Does it need to be dealt with or not?
It does.
So who's right on this?
I am.
Say it like you mean it.
I am.
I said like you mean it, not like you're testifying before a rigged transgov court.
I am.
Great. Then what you gotta do is seal off the whole cave. I've got just the stuff. Made it for fishing, but it blew the whole ice shelf halfway to deep space. Vaporized all the fish.
Okay.
And you gotta hit the lab too, or there's just no point. Actually, you know what? Let me take care of that one. It'll be fun.
Huh. So she turned my sister into a terrorist, basically. Like, according to...
I believe the preferred word is freedom fighter.
Yeah, I guess it depends on whose side you're on. But in this case,
it depends who won. That's usually the case.
Yeah.
You can look all you want. There's more to Marguerite than any damn fangled gadget can see.
I was wondering what was gonna happen if I scanned her. Can I scan you? No? Maybe I already did. I forget. I don't know. What else is there here? We got food. Stole her water bottle. Gonna have to go back to my storage unit soon. What is that? Oh, she just put bones on a light stick. Alright, cool. So it does give us some insight on... So, that's it for... No, that's not it. She didn't say, though. But... A little birdie told me that I'm supposed to go back to her base, to her old base. If I jump here, do I just go in the water? Okay, you ready for this?
So ready.
Whee!
Oh my god, that was close.
It was.
And for this so to be like all for nothing, and you get like one PDA about like Sam farting into a microphone. Well, that's basically what we just got. You got a basket of fruits. And like a lesser version of like the scene in the Owl House when like Luce talks to Amity and she's like, we can do this together.
I'm a tad lost, won't lie.
You have a map.
Yeah. It's not that useful when I don't see where I am on the map.
Only
maybe I can follow this.
Opened on your screen for convenience.
It is! But it's garbage! Oh, look.
Man.
Artificial light.
I found it. It was me.
There's the base.
There you go. I found it. It was right there.
I can give you credit. I don't care. I'm just happy we found it. I'm just happy it is found. Is that her base?
Oh shit, she nuked her base?
Wait, is it her base though? Okay, I need to go breathe. Oh no, this isn't
Oh, that's
the Omega Lab.
Yeah.
This isn't her base. Damn it! But still, I mean, she nuked it, obviously.
Oh yeah, because that's where Sam was working, right? Was it?
I don't think that's when she was working, but I think that in the
Seek fluid intake.
oh, for fuck's sakes. In the PDA where she talks with Sam, She says that she's gonna nuke a lab. I think this is it.
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because Omega was the one doing like biology testing, so I guess that's the one that was related to the bacteria.
Okay. Now we'll have a bit more time to explore this. So that's pretty cool. Can I scan this? That's not a scanner.
That is not.
Aromatherapy lamp.
Nice.
Water filtration machine. That could be useful eventually if I build a base. Okay, let's go on the other side. Vending machine. That's okay. What's this? Danielle Valenti.
With all the mods and modules and shit you can add in the game, like it's surprising that there's none for your fucking PDA.
Yeah, that's fair actually.
Like I'd pay
voice
real
modifier.
dollars for. I'd pay real dollars to change your voice to I don't like Shakira or something.
That'd be the best. Can I have Shakira like sing to me straight in my ears, like personalized songs? I mean, hell yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Forget about Morgan Freeman narrating your life. I want Shakira following me around.
Damn right. Oh, how the
to
hell did
use
you make
them?
it here?
Oh, she's teleporting.
Yeah, I guess so. God, shit.
You're clipping through everything today.
Yeah, I am. Ugh. Okay. Little rags just shot me up to heaven. Okay, so I got a new PDA. Can I talk to you? Can I do something? No. Okay, well, let's just go listen to that
Let's
PDA.
fucking hope those 2 PDAs are worth it. Yeah, a little
Far out
bit.
to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. I'd die from exhaustion long before I made it to shore. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I felt a suction, and suddenly there were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface. Using the knife, I clambered up her flank and got a perch on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least, enough for me to catch my breath. But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. At least I wasn't gonna die of exhaustion. Now, those Reapers, they're practically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. I was able to keep warm and drink the water. And I didn't have much, but I had that repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire. And I know more about the burning properties of Reaper fat than I ever cared to. I had to ration fires, but as they burned, I could smoke meat that I carved out of the beast's rib cage.
Okay, what about this one?
A fortnight into our voyage, I was more or less living inside the creature's ribcage. It meant shelter, and it meant food.
Oh wait, that's the one that I just listened to. Oh no, yeah, I was reading that one. My
The
bad.
stench was unlike anything I'd ever smelled. As we floated, the temperature dropped, and the rotten meat began to stiffen and freeze. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the Reaper began to lose buoyancy. We sank a little each day. My sanctuary was becoming my tomb, and I was at the mercy of the current and the winds. Until one day, I saw a smattering of penguins in the distance. Swimming birds usually mean solid land of some kind. I was lucky. The winds followed their path. Hours later, I saw a blessed sight. An unmoving cloud sitting upon the water. Land. It renewed my spirit as I watched the land get closer and closer. The Reaper slowly sank, but I was no longer worried. When the Reaper finally sank below the water, I was close enough to lazily swim my way to shore. I made a note to come back for the Reaper skull. I didn't ride the beast for 3 weeks to have no proof. Land this Arctic hell.
We're missing the first part of why the fuck she was on a Reaper.
Yeah, I didn't play it because it wasn't a recording, it's just text, but it's over here. What? Or not. Oh, maybe
Oh,
just...
you're missing one log.
Oh yeah, you're right. On the other hand, I went to check to see why I had to go back there, and turns out it's just because now everything you can visit. So yay. But
Good job.
what it said was that it's supposed to guide you towards the Omega Lab, which it kind of did, despite itself. And now I'm trying to find... Okay, I need to move. Let's go somewhere safe, where we can do a bit of research and see what we found on Omega Lab, and then we'll decide where to go from there. But that's it for the Maida storyline.